Hey everybody, it's a Modern Day Nana. Hey, I just looked at how many subscribers I've got. We have 499. I cannot believe it. So that's awesome. Thank you guys, those of you who have subscribed. And hey, if anybody else wants to subscribe. Okay guys, we're going to go ahead and get right into this video. So I'm going to go ahead and focus on the junk journal we're making and show you some of the stuff that I've done, and we can do a few things together. Alright, so let me show you so far what I've had going on with this junk journal. Guys, I think I might have to make two. You know, I had showed you in a previous video where I made two junk journals when I went to Paris because I just didn't have enough room. And you guys, look at this. Hold on. And I made a 4-inch, just when I was messing to begin with, I made like a 4-inch spine out of like, where are we at here? Like, cereal board. It's at 4 inches, guys. Or thereabouts. So, I'm not sure yet. I might make a couple of books because this thing is kind of gargantuan, and I haven't got the pictures or the little, some of the little things, just the little, scraps I put together, with just some ephemera. I haven't got those in there yet. So, I have got I've got 5 signatures. I could turn them into 3 each and make 3 for a book. We'll decide on that next week, okay? This week, let's just go ahead and let me show you what I have gotten done, and then we can do a few together. Now, all I have left is I've got this bag, and this is all of the little things I didn't want to cut up that I just wanted to stick in my journal in pockets and things. Maybe stick them on there with a paper clip, something like that. So this is my bag of ephemera that we're going to do that with. Here I've got the bag of just some feathers, some rosemary, stuff like that. And then I found these at Dollar Tree. Let me see. They were just they just came, oh here. Look at these guys. They were over with the photos. Oh, well, they're coin envelopes. So, I found 3 different sizes. These are pretty tiny. But aren't those adorable? Those were at the Dollar Tree. And they were over by, like, the pictures. You know what I mean? The picture frames, the pictures. So, check those out. I think these will be great for, like, putting the rosemary in, things like that. And we could also, we'll do one. We can embellish this and then put it in our book. Okay, so let me show you kind of what I got done. I got a few bigger ones done, but let me show you the photos first. I just took the photos, and I won't show them all to you. I just took them, and I just took my scrap. I just took my scrap container and got in here with my fabric, and I used scraps. I used, well, in probably about 2 or 3 videos ago, we made this. This was so much fun. Look back if you want to. This was so easy, and wow, what a scrap buster to use up those scraps. I just made the colors that I wanted and was using in my scrapbook out of you know, just bits and pieces. So I used that in some, and I used just random scraps. So let me just show you some of, and I can tear, I just sewed it. See how it's sewn? So, you know, if you want to tear the paper off closer, I just thought I'd wait and I'd get it in the book. I'm just going to hold these up and show you. So I just ran the photos off at Walmart. You can do it if you have a printer. It's pretty random. This was just some fabric. And it's just pretty random. Here's my brother. He's always looking so serious. But yeah, I just did random stuff. Now these will go nicely. And if you don't want to, you could just put your photos in there. But you know, I was just playing. This I just took, it was a piece of fabric, like a piece of taffeta fabric. And I've got a little piece left. And I just kind of squiggled it around the photo and sewed it on. So just whatever, just to bust your scraps. Just whatever you want to do. I think that was my birthday dinner. We were gone over, I was in Spain over my birthday. Some of them I made pretty simple. Some of them I did a little more to. You know, just playing, just trying to use up the scraps. It's my sister-in-law, and that was my brother. I met them over there. They're the world travelers. I thought this was cute. I just took a picture of one of my plane tickets. I thought that was cute. I tried to pick up the blue a little bit, but you know, I wasn't, you know, I didn't get crazy with it. This is kind of blurry, but you know, I know what it is. So, you get the gist. I love these boats. They were in a little town we went to when we were on our way. Well, we went up to Gijón, G-I-J-O-N. And then we just traveled around. Wasn't that was picturesque. Look at those boats. So cute. So, yeah. You know, just more of these. So, see, I got a little crazy with I thought this one was cute. So you can cut out and do whatever you want. Some are not going to mean a thing to anybody, but it's my junk journal, right? So, just some leaves. So that's what I did there. So I took all my photos and I played with them. I used book pages from that book I got at the oldest bookshop in Madrid. I used book pages, and I used that green stationery. It's like a vellum. Just thrifted it, but it made a good backdrop. And then, like I said, I can tear, if I want to, I can tear off whatever I want to when I get it in the thing. I'm kind of keeping my things in this tin that I want to use. So there are the photos, but see, yeah. Alright, so all I have is this scrap left. I did a whole pant leg of a pajama. If you guys didn't see that, it's just in the junk journal playlist. You can look at it. So I have got just some miscellaneous ephemera. These are the little ones that I did. And again, they were just like bits and pieces. This was off of a map. I have quite a few like this. And then some were advertisements, but see, on this one, I just cut a piece of that off. That we did. On others, I divided them so I didn't use so much. And just put a piece on the top or the bottom. Look how precious that is, though. I don't know, it's an advertisement for something. Oh, tattoos! Well, I didn't get a tattoo while I was there, but, you know. These are so cute. And it's nice to have that work done ahead of time, you know. So, yeah, these are just little advertisements and things that I had in a map. This was, not sure, an advertisement for something, but I thought it was so cute. And it can also be a writing, a nice writing spot. We can just tuck that in to our book. Here's one that's a little bigger. It's just on one of the pages of that book. And you can write on any of these. I found a strip left of that silk scarf we've used throughout the book, so I wanted to get it used up. So then I kind of, there toward the end, I just started using that silk scarf because I love the colors. And I wanted it to be in the book and I wanted to use it up. So that's what I did. So there's those. Now, here is the other. I did kind of a little bit of a masterboard. And I did this with some of the others too. It's just easier than trying to do it all by hand. And then if you want to, you don't really have to like stay within, like, oh, we have to cut this out. We can just cut it randomly if we want. There's plenty of writing places in the book, so I'm not really worried about there needing to be writing places. I just put this on an old piece of scrapbook paper. I think I've pretty much gone through my gold. I think I had it for one of my kids' graduations. Today is my second granddaughter's graduation. I'm so excited. We're going to go up. The graduation's at 3, and then we're having a party afterward. So I'm super excited about that. Yes, congratulations, Olivia. Job well done. I'm so proud. It's quite an accomplishment, guys, to just even get through, get through high school, get through it all. Whew. And she did a lot, so kudos to her. Anyway, so we can just cut this up. This is just random pieces of what I had left. So we can do this with, we can do the same thing here that we did with those I just showed you. I got a new paper cutter. We can use it. I had one eons ago. Who knows where I got it at. Probably the Walmart or something like that. I did go ahead and get this one off of Amazon. And I went ahead and got the Fiskars because I thought, it's just a well-known brand. And you can get the little sharp things when when these get dull and they can't cut anymore. Let me get this out and we will use this. Okay, this is pretty exciting. I guess I should read some instructions or something, but Okay, I think there might be a plastic coating on this, but I'm going to leave it because I'm not sure. Oh, yep, hold on. Here we go. There. We got it. Okay. So, I don't have any desired sizes. I need to cut this to where it's not going to be, this is like a wrapper on something. Let's see here. So, it's so nice, you guys. I'm not used to having something to actually square something up with. I won't know how to act here. Things might actually be kind of squared. Let's see where the, well, too late to worry about it now. Okay. Voila. Okay, so let's just go ahead and go through. I am going to kind of cut them where, where I've glued them all down. And this is what I did. I just took a piece of or not construction paper. I just took a piece of cardstock. You could use thin cardboard. This is pretty sturdy. It was a sturdy piece of scrapbook paper. There you go. And I just glued these down, you know, with just good old Elmer's glue. So yeah, I think now, you know, it's just a matter of cutting them up and making them the size you want them. If you're looking for a certain size, that'd be great. If not, you know, just cut them how you'd like them. I think I'm just gonna kind of cut this in half. And you can write on the back of these too. I'm just kind of randomly cutting them. Okay. Well, this is fun. There we go. I think I'll just leave that bottom. Maybe we can put something through this. Okay, so see, that was that easy. So if you want to do it that way and you just want to make like a mishmash of things that you don't really care about staying whole or being precise, then just get you a nice sturdy piece of like either cereal box or a sturdy piece of, you know, this is more like a thicker cardstock. But once you put the glue on and you put the whatever you're putting on top, makes it pretty sturdy, and then it can be a place to write. Okay, so that was easy, and I don't think I'm gonna like decorate these with all the scraps and stuff. Let's see though, just to give you an idea. Okay. Here's just some scraps. Now, if you have time, like I said, with having things pre-done, it's nice to have a few things pre-done. So, if you don't have anything one afternoon and you're working on a project and you're using scraps like this for it, just get them out and you can make like some little, see, I just took, this was a piece of the pajama pants, and I just took a piece of ribbon and sewed it on to make a little embellishment. I tried to gather it, but I made it too tight, really. I made the string too tight, so I had a bit of a hard time, so I gave up on that, but there. So it's just a nice embellishment, okay? So let's see. Let's just see real quick what we gotta do here. Let's do this bigger one, okay? So, now I don't have any paper. Well, I got a little bit of paper left. Not much, though. And we don't really need paper behind it, I don't feel like. Literally, you guys, out of all the scraps and all of the, this whole pile of scrapbook papers, this is all I've got left. So that's pretty good. I was pretty impressed with myself that I managed to get rid of a ton of scraps. Now that's writing, but we don't need that because that's, maybe we'll just put some, here's a piece of gold. Oh, there's a little piece of gold left. Maybe we'll just put some fabric. Oh, we'll try that piece of gold. We are really, really down to it. I'm super proud of myself for getting rid of stuff. There's some pink. Let's do that, and let's see what'll work here. let's use this that we already sewed. So this is nice. Just get your scraps together and just start playing. Just start sewing. You know, it doesn't have to be anything really planned out at all. You can just grab stuff and go. And I like that method. It's almost like free writing or something, you know. Instead, it's free sewing. And that was super fun that we did with the that fabric, where we took that put that stuff over the top of it, and then you just wash it out. That's what those pieces that were together are. So that was really fun to do. Okay, so we can maybe stick that on there. All right, this is just kind of my process. Now, if you don't mind, or you do want it without the edges being kind of torn, then leave it. But if you want the edges torn, see, even the littlest piece of paper can be used. Now, if you don't want that white to show, tear away from you. See, I'm tearing down with the piece I'm tearing off, and that way it won't show the white up under it. If you tear this way, then you'll have some white. Let me show you. So see, if I tear toward me, see the white edge on it? But if I tear down away from me, then you don't have that. So, again, that's your prerogative. You can do what you want. We're just using these scraps up, making a beautiful scrapbook that I'm going to enjoy for the rest of my life. And, you know, I think that's kind of what it's all about, too. Because, you know, once I'm gone, nobody's really going to care about this stuff. But I care about it. And I enjoy it. I enjoy the process. I'm going to enjoy looking at them after. And when I get older and maybe I can't travel anymore or whatever, I'll have my books to look at, right? I'm going to put the machine up to the back of you here, or to the front of you. And you'll see it as it comes through. I've just got it on a straight stitch, and I'm just holding it with my fingers. I'm kind of gunking it up because I'm back and forth with it, but I'm just going to basically just start and sew everything down. And I have just got some thread in here that is matching. I have got so much thread that I thrifted. I think I said in another video that, you know, sometimes you can get like a whole big old Ziploc baggie of thread or something for $1 or $2, because, you know, somebody's not using it anymore, and thread is, you know, can be pretty expensive. All right, let me just run this through. You'll see it when it comes out the end, out the back. I'm going to go all the way around it even though I don't have stuff. I've just been a sewing nut on this junk journal scrapbook that I've done. I've sewed around everything. Don't let it get in my way or lay down in front of me, because I'm gonna sew it. I should have showed you guys too. Last week I went to get, it was warm, but it wasn't warm enough to not maybe wear pants, so I went to get my favorite pair of real thin blue jeans out, and yep, they had a hole ripped in the behind, so I should have showed you. It was super quick. I just patched them real quick. So there, we just have a little something something. Now remember, we're going to be putting these down on pages that are already pretty wild and crazy. So, that is what I am going to do with the rest of these. And next week, we are going to put this book together, decide which pages we want in which signature. I'll have decided whether I want to do 2 books, which I'm probably going to have to. Otherwise, it's going to be too heavy for me to even lift up and look at, and that's silly. So, see, I've just got my scraps. This was part of a top. You know, and, you know, you don't have to cut and be precise. I like the ragged look, see? See how it's a ragged look under there? I really like that. You don't have to, if that stresses you out, then make everything nice and neat. I'm just, you know, literally like going at it here with the scissors. I'm just kind of chopping it up because I don't want my, oh, here's a little strand of blue in here, so maybe we can do something with this taffeta. Maybe we could make like a little something down here, or here, maybe we could just, why don't we just tie a little loose knot. I think I did this with another one. There. Just tie a little loose knot in that, and then we can sew over that, okay? So, and, you know, you don't have to do this at all. I've just got these scraps, so I'm just using them up, having fun. I have told you guys before, this to me is so therapeutic. I'm not exactly sure why. I have been crafting literally my entire life. I have crafted and foraged when I was a little kid, and even an adult. You know, you don't have to go out and buy a bunch of fancy stuff. It's nice to have some nice stuff, but you don't have to. You can use what you've got, like around your house, which I have done a lot of. I think we're okay there. I can get, you know, I can get too crazy, but like I said, we're sticking this in. We're sticking this in something that's already pretty pretty full. So let me do this one real quick, and then I'll let you guys go. You don't care to watch me do all this just sewing. Plus, I have a graduation to get ready to go to. It is gorgeous out here, so it's going to be outside. Okay, guys, here's a couple I got done. So, you know, we don't have to do a whole lot. We can just do a little and get them ready to stick in our book. And, you know, we're just using up all the bits and pieces of things that I brought back. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do these, and I will get back to you, and we will start putting everything in the book, the pictures, and we'll get our signatures figured out, and go from there as far as binding. Probably then the week after that we'll get it bound, and that will be that. And our Spain travel book, junk journal, will be done. All right. Thank you guys again so much for joining me and for subscribing. If you haven't, please subscribe. I would love it. I'm really getting a kick out of doing this, guys. I love all this stuff. On Fridays we do a craft. So come back, you know, on Fridays if you're interested in that. It kind of changes as the season changes. And I'll see you guys soon, all right? Have a great day. Bye.